Hi, boys and girls. Okay, before you watch my video on clocks, you should have watched the YouTube video that is in your Google Classroom today under math. And it was a cartoon, and it started out with a pizza, and it showed how to divide that into fourths or quarters. And then it went on into a clock and how to divide it into fourths or quarters. And we know all about fractions, so you should be good to go. So this is the last new thing of the year we're going to learn about clocks this year. Remember this old friend from our classroom? Okay, we're going to look at this, but what I did was I took a picture of it and I divided my clock into fourths or quarters. Okay, 4 quarters are the same as fourths. And what I like about this is if we go over to this 3, we know that that's 15 minutes after because we know how to tell time to 5-minute intervals. But we also say quarter after or 15 after. Here we say half way past. Here we say quarter to because we know this is 45-minute mark. We say quarter to, and then we go up to the next hour. But look at this. 15 plus 15 is 30. Halfway, plus 15 more is 45, quarter to, and then 15 more would bring us back up to o'clock or 100, but it would be o'clock. So hopefully you're good to go on this. I am going to do the lesson worksheet with you all. So you need to take out or have your parents print off this lesson worksheet, and we are going to look at box number 1. And the first one's real easy, isn't it? Because we can all look at that and we can say 7 o'clock. So everyone write 7 o'clock on there. But then what I want you to do is I want you to write the number 7 using letters S-E-V-E-N, 7-O. Then we put an apostrophe and we write 7 o'clock. Okay? Now let's look at the second one. That's on the 3. So we know if it's on the 3, it is 7:15, but we have a new way of saying that today because we're thinking in quarters, right? So this is a quarter, 1 quarter, if we divided it into fourths. So it is a quarter past 7. So quarter, Q-U-A-R-T-E-R, quarter, past 7. Quarter past 7 is another way of saying that. Or you can say quarter after 7. Okay? So now let's go to box number 3. You can look at that and you can say in your mind that is 7:30, right? Because the hour hand is halfway between the 7 and the 8. And we all know that the 6 means 30 minutes after. So it's 7:30. But we also know there's another way of saying that, and we've talked about it. And that is half past 7. So I want you to write out half, H-A-L-F, past. You can send out past 7. Okay? Half past 7 is another way of saying 7:30. And then the last one, if you look at the time, that old hour hand is getting close to the 8. We look at the minute hand, it is on the 9. Okay, so what time is it? 7:45, but there's 2 other ways to say that. We could say quarter till what? Quarter to 8, right? Because if we go up 15 more minutes on our clock, it will be 8 o'clock. So quarter to 8, or we could say quarter of 8. All right. Okay. So that's all there is to that. Quarter past, half past, and quarter till. So hopefully that is something that you understood via video. And now we are going to look at our guided class practice for 123A. And you all do great on the line segments. You'll be fine with that. Let's look at number 1. This is our equal groups again. So I'm going to read it to you. Number 1, 5 children in Mrs. O'Neill's class made books. Each book had 3 pictures. How many pictures did the children draw all together? So you are going to draw a picture. If I was you, I would draw like a rectangle or a square, and then maybe put 3 circles for the 3 pages, okay? So I do 5 squares and then 3. That would represent the book, and then 3 pictures in each one. And don't forget to underline what they're asking. That's a habit I want you to get into as you get older and math gets harder. So you should underline how many pictures did the children draw all together. Okay? And your number sentence would be 5 times 3, because we know that equal groups like this is multiplication. Okay, number 2 says circle the time shown on the clock. And that's just what we talked about earlier, boys and girls. Look at the hour hand. It is almost to the 5. So it's almost 5 o'clock, but it's not. It's 5:45 or quarter past 4, it says, quarter to 4, quarter to 5, or quarter past 5. Well, we know it's almost 5, so that means it has to be quarter to 5, right? Quarter to 5. Number 3, fill in the missing numbers. It is counting by 5s. No, it's not counting by 5s. It is counting by 25s. And we have not practiced that in a while. We did used to sit around and count like that. So hopefully you will remember counting by 25s. 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, 150, and so on. And then the second row is adding 10 or subtracting 10 on our number pattern. So I have full faith in you. You can do that. Number 4, I'm going to read it out loud to you. Again, you can pause this if you're not ready. I'm kind of going through this quickly, and then you're going to come back up and work with it. Number 4, Lauren has red socks. Let me start that again. Lauren has 6 red socks, 12 white socks, and 4 black socks in her drawer. If she takes out 1 sock without looking, which one of these colors is she most likely to get? Tricky, but I think you'll get that. 6 red socks, 12 white socks, and 4 black socks. Which one is she most likely to pull out? Okay, number 5. Let's look at that real quick. We talked about arrays last week. The first number is going to be from the column going down. And we know that there's 3 going down, right? So the first number will be 3 in our array. And then how many is going across? That will be the second number in our array. Do you know which one it is yet? Give you a minute to look at that one. Okay, and then on number 6, you are going to rewrite the problems vertically. Now, it is very important that you line up the numbers according to their place value, right? So the second one over has 3 numbers that we line up, okay? And then the third one over, you have to line up your decimal points. In fact, I'm going to do that one for you just to show you how to do it, although I think you probably know this, but let me just show you. I'm going to line up my decimal points. I'm going to make sure I have my dollar sign like that. So I have lined up all my numbers so that they match all my place values. Okay, and I have my dollar sign down here. Okay, boys and girls, that's it.